Hello and welcome, my name is Hafo, and well, this is the fourth or fifth time, can't remember, that I've recorded this tutorial for various reasons, and yeah, I'm not going to start again, I think. No, let's do this, right. Okay, so yeah, this is part 2 of my intros 2D thing tutorial, and it's in After Effects, and in the first episode you will have seen, well, basically I just put together like this. I basically just put together the circle and the text, and I didn't do anything else, didn't animate it, and I put together like the little background with like the gradient. It looks pretty nice, and well, basically because the reason I've started this tutorial so many times is because I kept forgetting what to do. I kept doing it and then forgetting the settings. So what I'm going to do is I've already made it, and I'm just going to read you out the different settings. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to duplicate your circle and your text. So, and I renamed mine to zoom in and zoom out. So you should have 2 in zoom in, and one of them is the shape and one of them is the text, and 2 in zoom out, one of them is the shape and one is the text, as I've just said. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to our zoom in, and we're going to just select them both, and we're going to click the drop down, like so. Now, what we're going to do is, because this is the zoom in one, I'm just going to hide them too. Because this is the zoom in one, we're going to go to 0 seconds, and we're going to keyframe our scale, and then and change it to 0%, and then we're going to go 1 second in. Now, an easy way of doing this is to go to time. When you just click the little time to the left of your timeline, and just change it to 1. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to scale, and we're going to change that to 100, and we've keyframed that so it should fly in like this. Yay! Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to 3 seconds in. Or roughly about that, whenever you decide that you would like for it to spin. And we're going to change our Y rotation, no, we're going to keyframe our Y rotation at 0, and our opacity at 100. That you don't really need to do the opacity just yet. And then we're going to go forward to 3.5 seconds, so that's 3:30 on the time thing. And we're going to change our Y rotation to plus 90, and we're gonna go back a frame after we've done our Y rotation, and then we're gonna change our keyframe our opacity at 100, then go forward a frame and change it to 0. So that should, when it hits 90, make it then go invisible. Then we're gonna go to 4 seconds. This isn't really necessary, but I like to do it. We're gonna go to 4 seconds in and change our Y rotation to plus 180 degrees, and that should just have us do the first half of the spin like so. And then it goes invisible for the second half. Now what we're going to do is, oh, by the way, you're going to do that to both your text and your shape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select both of our zoom in and zoom out, and we're going to, where it says 3 seconds again, we're going to go to 3 seconds, 0, right, and we're going to do our Y rotation to minus 180 degrees. Make sure you've got minus 180 degrees, that's pretty important. And then we're going to go to our 3.5 seconds again, and as it's halfway, as it's kind of like turned so much so that it's a 90-degree angle that you can't see the shape, we're going to click on opacity 100, we're going to go back a keyframe and change our opacity to 0. Now we're going to go to 4 seconds in, and we're going to change our Y rotation to 0 also. So now what this will do is, if you have a look, when we scroll, this is the first part, so I'm just going to turn off the zoom ins. So as we scroll through, we get it appears there, it appears at 3.5 seconds as it's split, as it's like you can't see it, and then it turns to the Haf's tutorials. And you can obviously change that text, I'm going to do that now, to enjoy. But I think that won't be centered, so you can center it obviously, but you get the picture, you can figure that out once you is ready. So let me just center that a bit more. And you're going to need to change the anchor point as well if you're going to change the text. So that just means that because the word's shorter, then the anchor point is moved. So I'm just going to go to transform, and then the anchor point, we're just going to move that a bit. So I did talk about this in the last tutorial, so you know, if you watch that, then you'll be an expert on this. So we're going to set that in the middle there, and there we go, done. So now that should spin nicely. Yay! Okay, so that's it, basically. It's very easy, And you can obviously add different colours, or you can add different text, or you know what I mean. You can get green screened footage and basically make it play in the background. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to do that in this, just because I wanted to just basically show the simplicity. Alright, you need to make it zoom out. I forgot about that, I'm sorry. We're going to go to our we're going to click on our zoom out. We're going to go to, let's say, 5 seconds in, like so. 5 and then 0, 0. We're going to go to scale 100, go forward to 6 seconds, like so, and then change our scale to 0, and that's it, done. And then it'll fade out, and you can add some motion blur if you want to make it look, a bit nicer, and that's fine. So yeah, I recommend doing this in 59.94 frames per second because you don't want it to be frame ratey when it flies in. You want it to be smooth. So that's what I would do if it was me, and it is me, and that's what I'm doing on mine. I don't know what I'm saying today. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go and eat some chocolate buttons. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that'll keep you more updated with my tutorials and why I haven't posted in weeks. Well, I haven't posted. I posted last week actually, so that was a lie. But you get the picture anyway. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Goodbye, and yeah, goodbye.